The winter season's here. It's time to winterize. Stay tuned, we're going to talk about that next. Hello, I'm Kari Davis with Keller Williams and Kari Sells the City. I'm a real estate broker in Washington State, specializing in the Seattle Tacoma area as well as the Puget Sound region. I'm here to give you insightful information about real estate as well as the Northwest, so check back every Wednesday for new content and new tips. Today we're focusing on winterizing your home. We just had more snow here in the Northwest than we've had in 50 years. Plus, the rest of the United States is buried in snow right now in cold weather. So I thought it was an appropriate topic for today. Okay, here we go. Number 1, check and clear out your gutters. Your gutters are actually one of the most important pieces of the exterior of your home because it's constantly moving water off your roof and away from your house. So you want to make sure that your gutters are clear of debris. And if you do have a freeze, you don't want any of that water getting stuck in the gutter with any debris and creating an ice dam and bursting. So that's the first place to start. Number 2, protect your pipes. You want to make sure that your plumbing pipes are protected and keep from freezing. You want to insulate them, especially if they're in a crawl space and they're not in a basement. If you happen to have a surprise cold snap come upon you and you aren't expecting the freeze, you can go ahead and do a slow drip with one of your faucets, and that will keep your pipes from freezing as well. It's also really good for you to know where your water shutoff is, because if you do have a break, you want to make sure that you can get the water turned off immediately to keep from damaging anything else further. Number 3, you want to seal any cracks. Caulking and weather stripping goes a very long way. Caulk any holes in the exterior of your home, as well as put weather stripping around any windows and doors that need it. This will keep cold air from seeping in and keep the hot air in as well. Number 4, clear away any debris and dead trees or loose limbs in your yard. That's especially important for us here in the Northwest. We've got a lot of big trees, and people a lot of the time don't realize that they need to manage that. So it's good before it gets too cold and you get a lot of snow on the branches to have somebody come in, go through your yard, and cut away anything dead or loose that might be at risk of falling. You don't want a tree limb on your house or your car, or you for that matter. So always be aware when the job is too big for you and call in a professional when needed. Number 5, empty your yard hoses and remove them from the yard, pack them away, and insulate your hose bib. This will also help you keep from having your pipes freeze. Number 6, have your furnace, boilers, and chimneys all serviced. Now is the time to make sure everything's in proper working order and that everything's ready for heavy use. Change out your furnace filters. And another thing you can do is switch your ceiling fans to turn clockwise. This will help bring the hot air from the ceiling and circulate it through the house to keep the house warm. Number 7, test your detectors. The likelihood of having a fire increases so much more in the wintertime. You're using the furnace, drying out a coat next to a heater, using the fireplace. If a spark does happen to catch, you want to make sure that your detectors are in good working order to alert you in case there's a problem. Number 8, and this is my addition, get a snow shovel. This weekend, I couldn't get into my garage because the snow was so deep. I got around just fine until I got home. So thank goodness my neighbor had a snow shovel for me to use. Even if you think you're never going to use it, it is sure a good handy tool to have in the garage just when you need it. With so many of us getting caught in the cold and snow this weekend, I thought that this is an appropriate topic. If you'd like, go ahead and click below, and I've gone ahead and compiled the list for you for quick access. If you thought this was helpful, please like and subscribe and be sure to check back with me every Wednesday. See you next time.